Okay, 8AA.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. There was a play-in game that already happened for 8AA. It was the number 9 seed Brainerd upsetting.
Massive upset.
Ooh.
In overtime.
Eye popper.
In overtime.
Was
3-2 over St. Cloud Regular, the
Was
number 8
this played
seed.
at the MAC? Where did
This
you
was
play
played
it?
at the MAC.
Yeah,
They had
okay.
home ice advantage.
Jeez.
Having seen both those teams this year, I'm actually shocked by that score.
That's sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's glad we had coverage of those two teams.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you covered those
We
guys.
were ready for this playing game. Yep.
Yeah, we
Our
were.
podcast will go to great lengths. 8 minutes down the road.
To see you play. Bemidji grabs the number 6 seed. They will
Okay.
play Elk River. It's Elk River Zimmerman. I always refer to them as Elk River. I wonder how many Zimmerman kids they have.
There are.
Yeah, I believe it.
I was on the phone with Chad Jansen. I think he's like the goaltending coordinator for the youth, or maybe even the high school.
Yeah.
And I was talking about some youth stuff. He's got younger kids that play. He goes, I'm like, yeah, I'm on 169. I'm heading right to it. He goes, oh, really? I live in Zimmerman. I'm like, well, I'll be there in a minute, kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
I rode the
there are
bus.
Zimmerman.
I rode the bus with a
Zimmerman?
Zimmerman kid.
What?
Oh.
So
Yeah.
he came in from Zimmerman through Bloomington to St. Thomas?
Yeah, so we met up with it in Eden Prairie, I
Yeah.
think. And so he woke up at 4:30 every day to go to school.
Wow.
He didn't play any sports, too.
Commitment. Jeez.
Yeah,
What in the world?
just wanted to go. Like parents wanted him to go to St. Thomas.
Couldn't you go to Providence? Maybe that would be easier.
He started in 7th grade. I know it's an anomaly.
He now owns a multi-billion-dollar multinational company.
He does not.
He does not. Okay. Seems like a recipe for success, getting up at 4:30 in the morning when you're
I'll tell
12
you
years
some
old.
recipes of success later.
Okay, good.
I'm not sure sitting on buses for a long time are part of that success.
All right. 2-7, right? That's next.
2-7, Sartell St. Stephen grabs the
Your
7th.
squad.
My squad.
It's got to be Roseau, right?
Roseau grabs the 2 seed.
Yeah.
The number 5, St. Michael Elbertville grabs
Mm-hmm.
the 5. Sorry, to be redundant. And then Buffalo is the 4 seed.
That's one of the scaries.
Brainerd, the 9, will play Moorhead, the 1.
Yep.
Okay, let's start with the scaries. Or where do you want to start?
We'll go at the top. We'll go 3. Just start from the top, go all the way down.
Semifinals are getting played at the high seed. Okay, so something of note there.
That's always on Saturday. Kind of.
It is.
Kind of whenever they feel like.
I think,
Right?
yeah. They're
Seems
not
like
even
wherever they got
listed
some
as
ice.
time. Lauren
Yeah.
doesn't have that right
Yeah.
now, and I believe that they are unlisted on time. I think this is chalk to get to the semis
Buffalo St. Mike is a
No.
flip of a coin.
for the top side.
Oh,
of
the
bracket.
top side. Okay, yeah.
So
sure.
Elk River versus Roseau.
Yep.
Does
Game on.
Elk River have it to beat Roseau in this game?
This game is interesting to me. It's like you look at Elk River. They're not Roseau's level. No one's going to pretend they are, but they have a very good goaltender. They have a top line that can score some. Roseau is focused on Moorhead. It's just like there's some chance here.
Roseau's playoff success recently has been horrendous, to call it. They were in overtimes in the quarterfinals last year. They haven't gone to state since Zach Yon and Alex Strand.
2014?
Yeah. This is a team that needs to go to state for their program.
Yep.
Like, they really, really do.
There's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure.
Not as much pressure on Elk River.
And not as much pressure on Moorhead
House
either.
money.
None on Moorhead, really.
Yeah, but Roseau, this is a team that everybody in the state is looking at you to go to state.
Please begging you to make
Yeah.
it to state.
Just they want you there. I could see them getting bounced in the semis, and it comes down to their backside, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's been one of the
Their
question
goalie
marks.
was fantastic.
This
in
is
the
a
game
scary
I
game.
broadcasted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it comes down to goaltending. If this comes down to
Goaltending. Any game that comes down to goaltending with Roseau is not a game that you want to be a Rams
Yeah,
fan.
well, actually, the Worrell game that I broadcasted, they
It
had
did.
a better goaltender.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we've been talking a little bit of hammer on this show a little bit. He's kind of popped in and out of discussion. I think that their goaltender was better that night. So
I still have. I think Roseau probably gets past this game. I think it's going to be incredibly tight, though.
Yeah,
is my stance, and I think it's going to be high scoring. Because that's the only way Roseau can really cruise out of this section. Is it needs to be high scoring for them.
Sure, yeah, they want it to be high scoring.
They want some. They need field goals and they need touchdowns right now, and that's how they're going to get out of this.
Yep, I agree. I have Roseau coming out of here.
I do too, Carl.
They should.
They should.
Yeah.
Who's scarier, Elk River or Buffalo?
Elk River.
Yeah.
100%. Elk River for Roseau, more than Buffalo is for Moorhead.
Right.
I think if we look to the bottom side of the bracket.
Isn't that weird, though? I mean, they did lose to them.
So
you don't think Moorhead's just a little bit scared of Buffalo?
But Moorhead's playing at a different level right now.
At home.
At home.
Versus on the road after a Benilde game.
Yeah, that they had won in overtime in a dramatic fashion.
Right.
This is a Moorhead team that's clicking right now. They went into did they lose in overtime to Hill, right? Or lost in overtime to Hill yesterday. Okay,
5 o'clock game, right?
Yep.
That was their first loss in 2 months.
First loss in 2 months. and that's how good that they've been playing.
Yeah,
and they've played good.
Was that their first loss since losing to Roseau?
I think it was Minnetonka.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah,
because the Roseau game was pretty early. They lost before, I think, before that.
All right. So do we agree that Buffalo will get by St. Mike? We talk about that?
I think that's an 80-20 game.
They beat them twice.
Oh, God. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
They beat them twice? They played 2 more times? They played them 3 times this year?
Twice.
No, St. Michael and Buffalo played twice.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the Lake Conference.
Sorry. I thought we were talking about Moorhead versus Buff. No. Okay. Yeah, St. Mike is not a team that I'm worried about this year, as in years past.
I think they still have more talent, skating talent. I mean, our Buffalo goaltender has been remarkable all year.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo gets it done.
And these games, quarters are getting played on the 22nd, which is Tuesday, right, Carl?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
2 days from now.
2 days from now.
It's a Tuesday.
So I may be at the Buffalo rink for this one. I haven't decided where I'm going to go on Tuesday. So
okay.
Moorhead, Buffalo. Moorhead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an 80-20 pick for me.
90-10.
They won the regular season game, but
Thank you, Carl.
90-10.
And Roseau is 55-45
over
Elk.
Over Elk. Yeah, 60-40.
Yeah.
60-40.
As far as amount of
60, yeah.
I just wouldn't be shocked if they lost.
I would not be shocked if they lost.
Look how much talent they have, though.
They're so talented. Strand is on everybody's mouth for Mr. Hockey. So is Bufflin.
Yeah.
And then you add in just the players
Bufflin
around.
One of your top he was in your top 3 on your votes, right?
Yes.
I'm not sure he was in my top 3, but both were in my top 7.
Bufflin.
Think about that. They were both in all of our top 7s, right?
He stirs the drink for that team, and he is so good.
But we forget you just talk about those two. It's just not those two.
The
Gavin
Wensloffs.
Gunderson, the Wensloffs,
Ernest,
Jensen, and then Murphy.
Yep.
That's a good team.
That's a really good team.
They're 2.5 lines, and I just think Moorhead is
2.5 lines,
3 full lines of heavy. That's why they beat them.
with a better goaltender, more consistent goaltender,
and maybe a deeper blue line too.
And the fact that they just beat them 4-0 really
scares you, doesn't it?
Scares you if you're a Rams fan.
Yeah.
Okay? Rams again.
That's here comes Mr. Spud.
Yeah, the wet blanket.
Yeah.
of it.
That is the game.
Funny.
That's the game. I've circled it all year. The Wednesday section game.
Yep.
I will be at that game.
Yep, and I think it's.
I got someone would are you going to be at the game tonight when they played the other night? And I think there was girl section finals going on, and I said no, I'm not going to that game when I know that I'm coming to them on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of where's is Tony coming on Wednesday. I guarantee it.
Nope. He's in Thief River or Bemidji, wherever that leads
wherever
me.
It's played.
Hopefully Bemidji. Please be Bemidji.
Past week, I had a great conversation with someone. It's like, you and Tony and whoever that other guy is, you do a great job.
What was the one? Did I send you the one about Peter? Someone's asking about Peter.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what's the young guy, the young blonde guy? He owns the company, right?
Right. Yeah.
They thought Peter owned
YHH.
And I worked for him. I'm okay, boss.
Yeah.
I'll go to South St. Paul tonight, boss. Okay.
I feel constantly like the Seinfeld episode, I am the other tenor.
It's funny. Yeah, but the best part about it is it's company wide. The whole thing, the whole gag is company wide. Because Todd overheard us talking about it. He goes, I can't tell you how many times I'll be in a rink during a tournament. Someone will come walk up to him and goes, are you Tony? It's like, no, he's over there.
No. So lots of where's Tony, but there's no question that we all have more head right now coming out of 8AA.